Israel's parliament has reportedly discussed a bill that explores ways through which the Tel Aviv regime can help the Kurds establish an independent state from Syrian land. Now, on Monday, according to the official radio station of Israel, a proposal was submitted to Parliament on behalf of the two right-wing parties, Likud and Yisrael Beiteinu, asking for ways in which the Israeli state can help prop up and support an independent Kurdish state that would exist by taking Syrian land. The radio also quoted lawmaker Kish saying that in light of recent developments within the region, recognizing an independent Kurdish state would be for Israel's interests, which would support the regime in Tel Aviv, and would also be, despite their known distrust for Israel, serve Israeli interests. There is a Kurdish minority in Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. All these countries are hostile to Israel, and certainly adding Iran, which also affects the region. This is why we need to strengthen the Kurds and lead a process that ultimately leads to the establishment of an independent Kurdish state that supports Israel. There is a reason that Israel was the first to publicly congratulate moves towards Kurdish independence in northern Iraq. Now, the question is obviously, if the Kurds are allegedly anti-Israel, why is Israel supporting the idea of the creation of an independent Kurdish state? Because essentially that land would be taken from the Syrian government and help U.S. interests in the region by helping carry out the balkanization of Syrian land. Now, it has been very obvious from the beginning, despite angry denials by many leftcoms and anarchists, that the Kurdish forces have been wholly in the pocket of the United States and U.S. imperialism. Now, despite a brief period in which the U.S. was no longer supporting the Kurds, they are now supporting them again. So now we see not only is U.S. imperialism supporting the Kurds as a proxy force, Israel is now supporting them as well. And this certainly speaks to the reality of the situation on the ground, that despite the so-called revolutionary forces of the Kurds, who are supposedly communists, yet carry out ethnic cleansing and at best are social democrats, they are very clearly here carrying out the interests of the United States and Israel. There's no other reason why Israel or the United States would be supporting them, unless, of course, it was to their advantage. One was mainly to balkanize the country. The second was to help prop up the rebel forces in the country of Syria that were trying to destabilize and overthrow the Syrian government. Now that it's patently clear that the Syrian government cannot be defeated and will, in the long run, win the war against the U.S.-backed terrorist forces inside the country, the plan is now by the United States and Israel to use the Kurdish forces to carve up land, essentially turning the proposed Kurdish territory into an Israel 2.0. And this is a fact that is blatantly right before us right now, because it's very hard to claim that you're not supporting imperialism when you're openly supporting not only the United States, but now Israel's interest in the country as well. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.